coming in short-handed, you know?
The world is in our hands, and we gotta do something with it.
Right round, baby, right round, like a record, baby, right round, round, round.
We have a chance to bring everyone back.
They can't be undone.
You send me right round, baby, right round,
Even if there's a small chance that we can undo this,
like a record, baby, right round, round.
I mean, we owe it to everyone who's not in this room to try.
You could not live with your own failure.
This is gonna work, Steve.
I know it will. Because I don't know what I'm gonna do if it doesn't.
Approaching jump in 3, 2, 1.
Hello everyone, we're from Group 1. Today we will present the topic about import electronic components.
Introduction reason for Vietnam to import Chinese electronic products. According to statistics from the General Department of Customs, in the first 9 months of 2018, Vietnam import turnover of computer, electronic products and components reached nearly 31 billion USD, an increase of about 13% compared to previous year, the same period in 2017. Of which the total import turnover of computer, electronic products and components of FDI enterprise account for more than 92% of the total import turnover of computer, electronic products and components of country Vietnam. The 10 largest exporting countries of computer, electronic products and components to Vietnamese market accounted for about 93% of the total export turnover of this item to Vietnam in the first 9 months of 2018. In particular, China ranked second with a turnover of nearly 5.5 billion USD, up nearly 7.5% over the same period in 2017. Input material, Vietnam is currently heavily dependent on imports electronic components. Fluctuating exchange rate and raw material price will directly affect input costs for production and business activity of business. According to estimates by Ministry of Industry and Trade, currently 80% depend on import raw materials, spare parts and components. China has available raw material, an abundant cheap labor force, receives support from the government, and is competitive in price. Quality. Chinese electronic manufacturers always consider quality as the first factor when manufacturing a product. The quality of Chinese electronics is not inferior to any other electronic company in the world. Reasonable price. Although the quality is extremely quality, the price of Chinese electronic products is not high as other electronic companies in other countries. The reason is because China has available raw material, an abundant cheap labor force, receives support from the government, and has a price competition. Diverse design with many functions. Chinese electronics has many different designs integrating many functions. This has struck a chord with many Vietnamese customers, so it is extremely popular in Vietnam. Easy to import and transport to Vietnam. Traffic between Vietnam and China is currently extremely convenient, so electronic items can easily transport to Vietnam. In addition, users can easily import and buy electronics on Chinese e-commerce site without needing to import them in person. That's why a lot of Chinese electronics are imported.
The first part of the contract is some information such as contract number, signing date, address, information of the buyer and seller. Contract signing time, December of 14, 2023. 2. The seller Trinh Tạo Hunting Corporation Machinery Company Limited. Seller address 127 Industrial Zone, Chengzhou City, Qingdao, China. 3. The buyer, Clean Energy Technology Service, Trading Company Limited. Buyer's address 91/1B Nguyễn Anh Thư, Tây Lan, Hamlet, Bà Điểm, Hóc Môn District, Hồ Chí Minh City, Việt Nam. 4. In the contract, the buyer and seller have agreed and come to an agreement with 4 terms. 1. Delivery, shipment within 30 days of the payment received. Delivery time, delivery within 30 days after receiving payment. In the port, China. Port of loading, Ho Chi Minh City Port, Vietnam. Unloading port, Qingdao Port, China. 2. Payment by TT in advance total $5,968. Reasons in works $5,968. Account name Qingdao Hunting Compressor Company Limited. Bank name Agricultural Bank of China's Qingdao branch. Swift code ABOCCNB380. Telephone 86532-8721-3045. Account number 38140404001372. 3. Arbitrations and dispute, controversies or differences that may arise between the party out of or interconnections which this contract shall be resolved through amicable negotiation. If the matter cannot be resolved through negotiation, the case will be brought to the court of the International Chamber of the Commerce in Vietnam. The arbitration award will be final and binding on both parties. Arbitration fees will be paid by the losing party unless the arbitration organization decides otherwise. 4. General conditions. Both parties commit to strictly implement on obligations of this contract. This contract will take effect from the date of the signing or previous releases. Documents are invalid from the date of the signing of the first document. Any change to this contract must be made in writing and foreign commerce by both parties. The contract is made into original copies. Each party keeps one copy for all terms not mentioned in this contract. Reference should be made to Income 2000. This contract is made by fast and takes effect after signing.
Responsibility of the buyer and the seller. This contract will be signed under CFR terms, Incoterm 2020. From here, we will analyze the responsibility and obligation of the seller and the buyer. Responsibility and obligation of the seller. Qingdao Hunting Compressor Machinery Company Limited. Prepare and deliver goods in accordance with the contract. Bear the cost of production, packing, and transportation from the seller warehouse to the port of destination. Bear the risk from the seller warehouse to the port of departure. Handle export custom clearance. Assist in providing information to the buyer for insurance process. Provide a set of shipment documents, commercial contract, parking list. Be responsible for chartering a vessel. 1.2.2 Responsibility and obligation of the buyer. Clean Energy Technology Service Trading Company Limited. Receive and pay for the good according to the contract term. The buyer bears the risk from the time the goods are loading onto the ship at the port of departure until the goods are received. The buyer bears the cost from the port of destination to the time the goods are received. Handle import custom clearance. Import procedure from electronic component from China. The import procedure from electronic component from China consists of 12 steps. Step 1. Apply for an import license. Step 2. Charter a vessel. Step 3. Purchase insurance. Step 4. Request the seller to delivery of goods. Step 5. Receive and inspect document, related document. Step 6. Import custom clearance. Step 7. Payment and receipt of document. Step 8. Receive goods from the carrier. Step 9. Inspection of quality and quality of goods. Step 10. Transport. Step 1. Apply for import license, done by the buyer. Clean Energy Technology Service Trading Company Limited. Import procedure for goods from China. Step 1. Receive notification and check document. Document will be prepared by the seller, including international sale contract, commercial invoice, parking list, custom declaration form, payment received to the state purchase, percent from E, certificate of origin of goods, import license, bill of lading. Note: request the seller to send a draft in advance for checking before receiving the final version to avoid any mistake that might cause delay for both parties. Step 2. Declare electronic import declaration for custom. Business declaring a custom for the first time must purchase a token, receipt a use code and a password for declaration. Then you receive the account to declare on the custom software. After registration, the system will be automatically yellow. Declaration cost is number 2, meaning you only need to present document for custom inspection and can smoothly clear the goods fee, pay taxes and receive delivery order. Check the tax cost and pay taxes while declaring custom, then receive the delivery order including introduction letter of the receiving company notes on the arrival notice, bill of lading, notice of goods received. 5. Complete documentation and payment. To authenticate the legality of the goods, business need to retain all custom clearance documents. If the business has fully paid for the seller, bring a set of documents to the bank to confirmation of complete payment. If the business has not fully paid, the bank will confirm partial payment, and for the next payment period, request the bank to the further payment. Ask the seller to deliver the goods. Require the seller to deliver the goods according to the contract regulation.
Receive and verify documents. Relate documents. Clean Energy Technology Service Trading Company Limited. Investigate and consolidate necessary documents for the shipment. Then it's required Qingdao Hansing Compressed Machinery Company Limited to provide relevant documents for verification by sending draft documents. The documents relate to the shipment that the seller needs to provide include packing list, commercial invoice, pure blending, delivery notice,
and receive a document payment method 100% payment via TT
telegraphic travel amount of payment 596900 USD traveling bank Vietnam Bank for Agriculture and Rural Development Agribank Vietnam Reserve Bank Agriculture Bank of China Qingdao Rent Electronic Payment. Step 1. Qingdao Hansing Crest Machinery Company Limited China fulfills obligation under contract. Step 2. Clean Energy Technology Supplies Trading Company Limited Vietnam ensure a money travel order along with the required travel document to request every bank to travel money around. Step 3. The traveling bank verifies the travel documents and deposits the sender account. Step 4. Based on the payment order from the customer, the traveling bank ensure a payment instruction to the bank in the recipient country. 5. The receiving bank debits the traveling bank's account and notifies Qingdao Hansing Crest Machinery Company Limited China Clean Energy Technology Supply Trading Company Limited Vietnam fulfill payment obligations. Custom Clearance Clean Energy Technology Supply Trading Company Limited will be responsible for custom clearance. Custom clearance procedure, the procedures or policy for importing electronic components are regulated by the following legal documents. 3A 2015 TT-BTC date March 25, 2015 amended and supplemented by Circular 39 2018 TT-BTC date April 20, 2018 Decree 69 2018 NDCP date May 15, 2018 Decree No. 15 2018 NDCP dated February 2, 2018. Decree 43 2017 NDCP dated April 14, 2017. Decree 128 2020 NDCP dated October 19, 2020. According to the aforementioned legal document, electronic components are not included in a list of prohibited goods for import. However, use electronic components fall under the prohibited import category. When importing electronic components, it's necessary to comply with the labeling requirements stipulated in Decree 43 2017 NDCP. Registration and licensing individuals cannot directly import goods but must be a legal entity with a regulatory business to conduct import activities. Therefore, Clean Energy Technology Supply Trading Company Limited has established a new business entity to carry out import activities if a digital signature in available Clean Energy Technology Supply Trading Company Limited register if for electronic custom declaration on the website of the custom department if registered to use the automatic custom clearance system VNACCS. Clean Energy Technology Supply Trading Company Limited use the account to carry out electronic custom declaration based on Circular No. A3 2014 TT-BTC regarding import tax rate. The electronic components industry in classified under HS Quarter 2610 and subjected to a 10 complaint tax rate, import tax, combined to main tax, import tax and VAT on imports. There are the taxes that Clean Energy Technology Supply Trading Company Limited must pay to the state. Import tax determined based on the HS code for import tax 311795 USD VAT on import 31195 USD according to the import export tax schedule. Electronic components are eligible for preferential import tax rate of. Therefore, when importing electronic components, only VAT is applicable at a rate of 10%. The special preferential tax rate is usually all distance applicable to goods imported from countries and the territories with which Vietnam had a trade agreement, such as China, South Korea, Japan, Chile, Europe, Australia, India, and ASEAN countries. To enjoy the special preferential import tax rate, the shipment needs to have a certificate of original for Clean Energy Technologies by Trading Company Limited is entitled to preferential tax rate of all distance when purchasing goods from Qingdao Hansing Compressed Machinery Company Limited, China. Step A. Receiving and unloading a cargo box. Ho State Receiving Bureaus. 1. The recipient Clean Energy Technologies Supply Trading Company Limited Vietnam will send the bill of landing phase by the shipper from China and required document as requested by thông quan đại tín GSC to obtain the delivery order for cargo pickup. 2. Receipt to custom complete procedure and register for cargo impression. 3. At the goods are flagged for inspection and debit to land through one land the receiving Clean Energy Technologies by Trading Company Limited Vietnam must present the documents set to the inspection entries, including custom declaration, contract, commercial invoice, packing list, and certificate of origin. 4. After completing custom procedure, Clean Energy Technologies by Trading Company Limited Vietnam pays import tax and the goods at the stamp for custom clearancy unloading process. 1. Clean Energy Technologies by Trading Company Limited Vietnam prepare necessary equipment and manpower for unloading, which may include the cranes, forklifts, pallets, and attempt a cargo handlers. 2. Payment of fees. Clean Energy Technologies by Trading Company Limited Vietnam standard unloading fee with the port. Their fees are typical based on the weight of electronic components shipments. 3. Cargo inspection upon unloading from the vessel. Clean Energy Technologies by Trading Company Limited Vietnam inspect the goods for any damage or loss. If any issue for the recipient, Clean Energy Technologies by Trading Company Limited Vietnam prepare a report and notifies the seller Qingdao Hansing Compressed Machinery Company Limited. 4. Unloading and domestic transport station. After inspection the goods, Clean Energy Technologies by Trading Company Limited Vietnam proceeds to unload the cargo from the port area and transport it to its warehouse. The cleaning and empty container return. Container hygiene paying the responsibility to pay clean fees. Clean Energy Technologies by Trading Company Limited must pay the container hygiene fee of the fish to arrive because the hygiene process is done at the destination where the recipient is grounded. Container hygiene process. The container is cleaned at the apported container facility of the carrier. This is where the entire container is received after being unloaded and returned by the recipient. Facility. The operating team performs a series of tasks including checking the status of the container, performing the necessary repair, and maintaining container hygiene. The hygiene process is completed and the container is considered to be clean and eligible for the sea. It will be granted a device a record of container issuing. Track the clean lines of containers. The process of tracking the clean line of the container takes place in two important stages. The first phase is at the point where the truck driver receives the container at the facility of the carrier. Drivers are often required to perform a basic inspection of the clean line and situation of container before delivering them to carrying location at the shipper's facility. The more detailed testing stage takes place at the shipping facility when the container is received. A quality assurance team is often tasked with evaluation container in terms of clean lines, checking for odors and diameter, measuring moisture level and other parameters. Anti-container return delivery station EIR, water, container list, and container blowing paper to container truck drivers, so that driver will enter the box to receive goods, return anti-container sale to the shipping company and recycle back. After withdrawing, the driver will bring the container to be port or ICD as directed to be clearly stated on the container blowing paper. To that, the delivery staff will bring container between EIR and collection box to the shipping agency to carry out the procedure to receive the container back. Inspection of quantity and quality of goods. Inspect the quantity and quality of the goods to ensure compliance with the terms agreed upon in the contract. What goods to storage, warehouse, clean energy technologies by Chinese Company Limited Vietnam. Transport goods to the warehouse after completing custom procedure. One of the goods have been unloaded. The empty container are returned as they were initially. Handling complaints. If a mutually agreeable solution cannot be reached, the dispute will be ultimately resolved by the Vietnam International Arbitration Center (VEAC) at the Vietnam Chamber of Commercial Industry according to its arbitration rules. Termination of contract and documents stored at termination of the contract. The contract will be automatically terminated upon completion of the transaction, or it will expire at the end of its term. In case of dispute, even its resolved through negotiation or patent may still terminate the contract to avoid future complication. Document storage. Store document using one of the following methods. The original document may be stored in either electronic or paper form. If the original document in paper form have been submitted to the custom authority, the company must keep copies. For documents in electronic form, the company must store electronic copies. The document to be stored include custom declaration for after custom clearance, commercial invoice backing list, certificate of origin.
Conclude. Foreign trade contract between Qingdao Hansing Compressor Machinery Company Limited and Clean Energy Technology Service Trading Company Limited has reached a detailed agreement on quality of goods and term of delivery and rental process. Shipment, import, and export goods inspection to payment are clearly described. Create a foundation for effective cooperation with terms including provision on 4 major penalty provision for violation of delivery deadline and dispute solution process through Vietnam International Arbitration Center. Contract set strict documentation requirement to help ensure the import and export process goes smoothly. This contract not only establishes the legal basis for purchase and sale transaction, but also provide detailed and clear procedure for related activity to help ensure understanding teamwork between two parties. In addition, Vietnam's participation on the global economic component supply chains helps our country integrate more deeply into the international economy. This is an opportunity for Vietnam to access a large market and enhance its position in the international area. The process of Vietnam integrating into electronic components with China brings many benefits to the country. The favorable investment environment for importing electronic components attracts many foreign investors to Vietnam, especially Chinese Electronic Corporation. Attracting foreign currency investors to access advanced technology in Vietnam, creating more jobs and promoting economic development.
Video of Group 1 has ended. After all, I would like to thank you for your listening.